Hi everyone, happy Monday. I sure hope you had a great weekend. I know we had some gorgeous weather here in Florida, so all of those who are watching this from up north, you can go ahead and be jealous of our Florida weather. Anyway, I just wanted to reach out. So today, as you can see from the subject line, we're going to talk about how not to lose your dream home in our current market that every house is having multiple offers. How do you beat those multiple offers, especially when you're not a cash buyer? Super excited. We're going to get into that topic and kind of go through all of that. But first off, let me introduce myself. As many of you know, my name is Savannah Shepard. I run Savannah Sells Homes, and I'm here to help you either purchase your dream home, sell your house, invest in real estate, or start in a real estate career. So certainly love to be the contact for any or all of those. Here to help family, friends, clients, everyone you can imagine. I'm here for you guys. Anyway, let's get into today's conversation about purchasing a house in today's market and a couple different tips. I'm actually going to give you 5 different tips on how to win in multiple offers. So tip number 1 is going to be kind of obvious. Number 1, I would say when you are writing an offer, to make that as attractive as possible for sellers, there's certain things we're going to do. Number 1, I'm going to suggest that you do a short inspection period. If that's 5 days, that's awesome. If we need 7 days, we can do that. Anywhere outside of 7 days, I would tend to tell you that might be a little bit long. A lot of times you can get your inspector out there. What I like to do is as soon as we put the offer in, I call my inspector and say, hey, I've got a short inspection period. I got to make this happen. 9 times out of 10, they'll get it done for you. And if not, you can call your backup inspector as an agent. So number 1, do a short inspection period. That way the sellers see that and know if for some reason this doesn't work out, I'm only risking 5 days off the market. Number 1, short inspection period. Number 2 is if you need closing costs, add that to the purchase price. What I mean by that is I'm a buyer and I don't have $10,000 in closing costs. So I need to ask the seller to pay 3% of my closing costs. Don't put in an offer, negotiate the price, or even a full price offer and then ask for 3% closing costs when you're in a difficult market and you already know you're dealing with a lot of other offers on the table. What you do is you say, hi, Mr. Seller, I need $10,000 of my closing costs because I don't have it out of my pocket. However, I'm going to give the money to you on the loan, and then if you could just give it back to me on closing. So they're still getting the same amount of money. They're not paying for your closing costs. You're paying for it in just a roundabout way. So to kind of make sure that makes sense, let's say the house is listed at $200,000. Closing costs are $10,000 to myself as a buyer. I'm going to put a purchase price in at $210,000 and then ask the sellers to pay $10,000 of my closing cost. So again, they're still getting their full price offer. So number 1, short inspections. Number 2, put a full price offer in and add your closing costs on top of that. Number 3, now this is one, if you're a cash buyer, you can certainly all day long do this. Outside of cash, I would kind of give you a caution, and I'll tell you why, is cancel the appraisal contingency. A lot of sellers get a little concerned about that because although your offer may look very attractive, if it's too much over asking, a lot of times they're nervous if it's even going to appraise. And then you're going to wait 30 days and put it right back on the market and wait for the next guy. No one wants to do that. So you can waive the appraisal contingency. If you're cash, you can do whatever you want. However, if you're not cash, the only thing I would kind of warn against when you waive that appraisal fee is you do have to understand if the appraisal comes in much lower than our asking price, you will have to make up that difference because the bank is going to tell you, I will only lend on what the appraisal price is. So again, that is a great way to get your offer through and beat everyone else because I can guarantee you their offer does not say that. So that will make you unique, stand out. However, you do have to consider the caution and decide if it's worth it or not. So those are 3. My 4th one is going to be kind of interesting, and I don't see it very often. It's an escalation clause. And I can give you more information on that. An escalation clause is pretty much saying, Mr. Buyer, I am putting an offer in at full price. However, if anyone gives you an offer over asking price, I am willing to pay $500, $1,000, a number around there. I'm willing to pay $1,000 over their asking price up to this amount and whatever amount you feel comfortable with. And of course, ask your realtor, or realtors, you can ask me if you don't know. There's a certain wording you're going to want to put in there, legal wording for that. But what that does is it ensures your offer gets accepted if someone else is over. Now, again, you're still going to want to put a little book in there. That way you're not going to pay $1 million for the house. There needs to be something reasonable in there. And then that agent will tell you, I got an offer $5,000 over yours. However, you still get it because you put in the escalation clause up to this amount. And they'll show you the offer as proof that they got it. And then guess what? You got your dream house. So there are some great ideas. No appraisal cost. Just explaining to them that you're going to completely take that clause out of there. But again, remember the warning there, because that one certainly does have a warning. Escalation clause, I love using escalation clauses. I've helped a lot of buyers be able to get their offer through by using that. And again, that is just going over, hey, I'm willing to pay this much for your house. I'm willing to pay $1,000, any offer that's above mine, up to the price I'm comfortable with. Escalation clause, great. Short inspection period, also that's a very good one because they're not off the market for too long, and that makes them feel a lot more comfortable. And putting your closing costs over top that asking price. And the last one, I mean, come on guys, it's the easiest one. Just make a short closing. Don't put 45 days on there when my sellers want to get out right away. So have your agent do some due diligence, and as agents, we should be doing that due diligence to say, okay, do your sellers want to get out of the house right away, or do they want more time? If they want more time, give it to them. And if they don't, I will call the lender. As agents, we should be calling the lender to get that time down as much as possible. That way they're not, again, off the market too long, and it gives them a better security. So there are 5 tips to getting your offer accepted, getting your dream house, and not getting the call, giving the call as an agent, getting the call as a buyer. I'm so sorry, but someone else got your house. I don't like to make that call, and I'm sure no one else does either. So use these 5 tips, choose your dream house out, and let's go get it. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I was about to say, I hope you have an awesome week. And if you have any questions for sure regarding real estate, let me know. I'm here for you all, happy to help. And of course, if you're looking for a dream home or wanting to sell your house, it's a great, phenomenal market for both those. It's a fun market to be a real estate agent in. But hope you have a great day, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.